Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are at quite an interesting airport, I would say. So yeah, we are in the middle of the city of Kathmandu, like pretty much right in the middle of it. Now Kathmandu is the capital city of Nepal, which is in South Asia and stuff. I think you should have heard about the country already. And yeah, Kathmandu has a very, well, infamous airport. It's not really known for a lot of good things. Now first of all, something I've just realized is how much this airport is right in the middle of the city. Like, Jesus Christ. That is a very, very poor choice of location. Even though, honestly, with all these mountains surrounding the area, this is probably the only flat land that they could find. But at least this time around, this airport's runway is not that extremely short. It is a little bit over 3,000 meters, which is totally fine for pretty much any airliner that is out there. So no problem about that. Yeah, the runway itself is not this airport's biggest problem, but more on that later. Now we are spawned into a twin otter, actually. Now this twin otter right here is owned by the airline Tara Air, which by the way is rated as the most dangerous airline that there is. And yeah, Tara Air actually flies to Kathmandu in real life, and they connected the city of Kathmandu with the Himalayan mountains, which are right behind here. There we go, here they are. Now for example, they fly to the most dangerous airport, which is Lukla. I've made hundreds of videos about that one. Like, it's not even a joke at this point. And yeah, that might actually be the reason why they're the most dangerous airline. But we've also talked about that before. You know, when you operate at dangerous places, chances are you become a dangerous airline by numbers as well. Now here on the ramp, we can see some other twin otters that fly all around the place. You know, thanks to these mountains, there are very much a lot of, you know, dangerous airports in the country and in the region in general. So there's a lot of traffic like that here. But since Kathmandu is genuinely not a small city, there's also airliners flying here. Right here, this seems to be an A320. Yeah, probably. But we have got some more space for some bigger planes as well. We can see some older ones as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is actually not a very large airport. Considering that this is the only airport of a huge capital city of a country, I would have thought it was a little bit bigger. Now this is the terminal building, which is also not very big. So yeah. Now, as I've said previously, flying here with something like the Twin Otter shouldn't be an issue at all. I mean, this is a VTOL plane, meaning that it doesn't even practically need a runway for operation, pretty much. I mean, we were able to fly this plane on a helipad before, which is very much crazy to think about, but it worked. And there we go. We're just off the ground just now. And, well, they're very nice. Now, here in the flight simulator, the city of Kathmandu seems to be very, very much green. Jesus. I think the placement of trees is not very well realistic here in the flight simulator, but it doesn't matter. We have taken off and we're flying all over the place. This is probably very much against the procedure here, but whatever. This worked out perfectly fine, obviously. Take a little bit of a step bigger. 737, you know, we have to use the 737 daily. How about an Asian airline, which we of course don't have here? Maybe there's one for the Max. Well, there is one for the Max 10, but I don't know if we should use this livery on a 737 Max. It might be a little bit offensive, but whatever. This is all for demonstration purposes. All right, let's get the 737 landed down on the not very big runway, but long enough. This, by the way, is considered a tabletop runway, which is a runway that is located on top of a plateau or a mountain perhaps, or a hill, which this one is. So that's what a tabletop runway is, if you've ever wondered. Let's maybe do this as smoothly as possible. You know, now we actually have a full-size normal runway that we can use that allows us to make a more of a smoother landing. And I know that I'll eat shit on the runway later on. I'm very much sure this is going to be a failure. But let's see. Yeah, that was really not good. That was even a bounce as well. I'm not very proud of myself now. But alright, as we are inside of a 737 that doesn't need a very long runway, stopping will obviously be no problem. You know, on this channel, we fly to special airports that, you know, stopping might not be very much possible at. Was that even a grammatically correct sentence? I don't know. But there we go, we've landed. And so far, everything seems fine. And yeah, this flight went totally fine. But let's talk about the elephant in the room and not really the airplanes, but the airport itself. Why is it so poorly ranked? Yes, I've read a little bit through the internet, and it does say that Kathmandu Airport is ranked one of the worst in the world. Yeah, I remember back in 2018, I also made a video about the worst ranked airports. I didn't really check out these airports, which is a very random list video. So yeah, there is something bad about this airport, right? Now yes, that very bad rank comes from a recent survey released by the website sleepinginairports.net. I'm just reading through the Wikipedia at this point, right? No, but there were a lot of passengers complaining about things like the domestic terminal being very much dirty. The toilets are smelly and should be avoided until absolutely necessary. That's what it says here. The food and signature options are very inadequate, which means that the food here sucks in English. And the staff seems to suck as well, in the bad way, of course. The lines here at the airport are very long, and there are some checkpoints that are very annoying, and it's just not good. There's a lot of unhappy travelers here at the airport. So yes, it does really seem that the airport infrastructure is very overwhelmed, if you can put it that way. The airport is actually running out of its maximum capacity. Really, this is not a big terminal, and there are quite a lot of airlines flying here and a lot of flights every single day. The traffic situation is very bad. And since we are in the middle of the city, well, this situation cannot really be improved. As you can see, this airport, it cannot really grow. I mean, it kind of can here with this forest. But other than that, there's no much room to grow here, really, which is definitely unfortunate. The only way to get out of this for the city of Kathmandu is building another international airport. They have actually proposed and actually started construction of a few international airports in the area that are meant to replace this one. Maybe that can happen one day, because this airport, it really does seem to suck. Now, let's maybe try flying some more planes here. Let's maybe go into the long-haul range, because there's actual long-haul planes flying here in real life. You know, actually, Turkish connects this place with Istanbul in Turkey, obviously, and they fly here with their very nice 777s. I don't have the Turkish livery, unfortunately, but let's just land this plane down here anyway. It's the same plane after all, which is very interesting to think about, that there's actual 777s flying here on this very small ramp, but whatever, it seems to be possible. Now, let's maybe talk some numbers. In 2019, the passenger movement count was at 7,300,000, which is really not bad. So yeah, there's a lot of demand for this airport, and as I've already said, it is running out of its full capacity. It is very much overwhelmed, just like I am here in the 777, goddammit. The aircraft movement here at this airport is around 120,000, which is really not bad either. So yes, there is a lot of traffic here. Alright, meanwhile, we're landing our Turkish 777. By the way, that Turkish Airlines flight that flies here would probably be your route from Europe to the Mount Everest, for example. You would just fly here from Istanbul and then take the Tara Air Twin Otter plane to Lukla, and then you can start climbing, or dying, perhaps. Oh goodness. Just like we did with this landing, just like many other times, I don't really have good control of the 777. I don't know. There's just something that makes me land very poorly here with this plane. But we do hear clapping in the background. Probably it's even a bad sign at this point. Alright, now for this 777, we have actually used quite the whole runway. In general, there have actually been some safety concerns about this airport. For example, last year in July, there was an ATR 72 that skidded off the runway. Same thing happened in 2018. Twice. God damn it. No, actually 3 times. Jesus Christ. So yeah, there was a Q400, a 737, and a Jetstream. Oh, come on, Jesus, there's a lot of cases of planes veering off the runway. For demonstration purposes, let's do that too. Even Turkish Airlines had an issue with their A330s here. They veered off the runway after attempting to land in dense fog. Yeah, safety is not very much given here at this airport. Oh wow, I would have never thought it was really that bad until I saw this whole list. There's been quite a lot of accidents here, unfortunately. But so far this year, there hasn't been an incident yet, so that's okay, right? By the way, have I mentioned that this airport, it doesn't even have ILS, which is pretty crazy, honestly. Yeah, there's some issues here, definitely. Now, what can we say about Kathmandu Airport? Yes, this is probably the worst airport on this planet. It might not be dangerous. This is a safe airport to travel, but it is definitely a pain in the ass. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.